first run in the fifth, your first hit in the sixth, and then really get things going in the sixth inning to make it happen when it seemed like it wasn't going to go your way to start?
Yeah, just a resilient group. 1 through 9. I mean, we got CT hitting in the 9 hole. So it was, we felt like it was a matter of time. Obviously, we'd like to get on the board earlier, but that's baseball. They had some good arms today, and it's not always easy. So we grinded, and it was a good team win.
Cody, overall, 9 pitchers for the San Diego Padres used today. Obviously, they would have loved to have Clevenger go deeper into the game, but because of that injury, he comes out early. As a batter, how difficult is it to get adjusted, perhaps when you know you're going to face a new guy every single at-bat?
Yeah, it's definitely different. Probably harder a few years ago. I think throughout the season, we kind of see a few games like that where the starting pitching's down in the middle to late season. So we do face bullpen days, and we kind of had an idea that it could potentially be one today. So it's what it is.
What happened there in the fifth inning, the error on Cronenworth to be able to get you safely to first base and score that first run, does it just continue to improve or impress upon you guys to just, run out every play and wait and see what happens, forcing the defense to make a play?
Yeah, for sure. I think in that situation for myself, I just wanted to put the ball in play. Garrett Richards had some really good stuff. Putting it in play in that situation was a win, and just try to bust my tail down the line and make anything happen.
Game 1 is so important as far as making a statement. How pleased are you with the fact that you guys were able to grind this one out and get Game 1 of a 5-game series with no days off?
Yeah, it feels really good. Obviously, Game 1's always big. Feels really good. It's always nice to get Game 1 on the belt, especially when you get a win.
Okay, thank you.
Next question's from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Cody, who came up with that thing you guys do with your hands after you guys get hits that kind of fall in?
CT, I think in 2017, I don't remember exactly what happened. I think he had a few hits where we say like our thumb fell off, and it kind of hurts when you get jammed, and you just kind of shake it off, and just kind of been our thing for the past few years.
And just off that, how important you mentioned putting the ball in play. Was this a point of emphasis playing at this ballpark with how this ballpark plays to put the ball in play and just making things happen?
Yeah, big ballpark. We hit some balls today. We hit pretty well. But we're playing baseball, man. Obviously putting the ball in play is huge in any game, in any situation. And we were able to do that today.
Did you think Pollock's ball was gone?
I did. I put my hands up from the first base view. I thought he got it. Looked up. It was 95 off the bat, I think. I was surprised that it stayed in off the bat.
Thank you.
Got time for one more. Go ahead, Rowan.
Hey, Cody, kind of along those lines, was it one of those that once Betts got that first hit, it felt like, okay, now we can kind of get going?
Oh, yeah. I mean, good at-bat by CT, Mookie doing what he does, and then biggest at-bat was Seager getting that run in, doing his job against a tough lefty. And, our whole lineup, obviously wasn't the way we wanted to hit, but we grinded and we came out on top.
Thanks, Cody.
Yep. Oh, Buehler! Oh, Buehler. It's an honor to go before you. Jesus.
Walker Buehler now available.
Let's fucking go!
First question's from Alanna Rizzo. Go ahead.
Walker, such a pivotal moment there when you're able to strike out Grisham to get out of that bases loaded jam starting at, when you're behind in the count 3-0. Can you just walk me through what's going through your mind at that point to get out of that jam?
Yeah, exactly what I've told you guys previously. I think, that felt like Atlanta to me, and I'm sure it did to everyone watching the game. So what? What's going on?
It was the PA announcer talking. Go ahead. You're fine.
Oh, no. So, no, it felt like Atlanta to me. That moments will speed up and things like that. And luckily, I feel like I had been there and failed before and kind of learned from that and got lucky and made some pitches and got out of it. But, I honestly, before you guys ask anything, I can't – it's hard to fathom what Dustin May, Victor – Trinan and then Kenley did to come out and shut him down like that is it's a testament to what we do here. And you know, I got a lot of pride being a part of this.
Yeah, they're incredibly impressive what they were able to do tonight. And you had mentioned last time we spoke that you do learn more from your failures than you do your successes. When things aren't going well for you mechanically, how do you force yourself not to speed up and get going too quickly?
You know, that's the miss, right? If something's gonna go wrong, I'm gonna be too quick, and you know, just got lucky to get out of that inning and kind of settle in a little bit more. Obviously, the third was okay, and then got out of the fourth somehow. So, you know, it's something we work on, something I'm always gonna do. But at the end of the day, I want to be aggressive. So, you know, I think that's gonna be my miss or my fault for the rest of my career.
You're not always going to feel great, Walker, whether it's physically or your stuff just isn't there. How comfortable did you feel tonight overall?
Physically, I felt great. You know, I think the ball was coming out of my hand well. I just missed a lot with it. But, you know, I'd rather feel bad or feel really, really good and move forward positively. And, you know, it is what it is. Obviously, we have a really deep and talented team. And, you know, we just keep rolling with that and see what happens.
Thank you for your time.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Walker, you just touched on it, but how much was, you know, your command trouble blister related? How much was it just being off?
I don't know. You know, I think sometimes you miss a bunch of times in the same spot and you don't know why, and you want to figure it out quicker than you did. But, you know, at the end of the day, we won the game, and that's all I really care about.
And in that one inning where you throw, I think it was 33 pitches, are you thinking about the blister? Are you checking on it? How does that look?
Nope.
As you go up?
Nope.
Thank you.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Walker, how much were you missing by, and how much were you maybe having a little struggle with Lance Barrett's strike zone?
You know, everything looks like a strike from the mound. So, you know, it is what it is. I think, obviously, if I look back, I'm sure a lot of those were balls that from out there I thought were strikes. But, you know, that's part of this game. And I think it's a beautiful part of the game that there is, you know, a human back there making a decision. And at the end of the day, like, he's an umpire and his call stands. So I just want, you know, try and compete, try and get back in the zone. And that's about it.
Thanks.
We got time for one more. Go ahead, Cary.
Walker, relief pitchers always kind of have this kind of field goal kicker kind of life. You're damned if you do, if you're damned if you don't. But this bullpen has done extraordinary things this year. Can you talk about just how confident you guys are in that unit?
Do what now?
How confident you guys are in that
in the bullpen
unit?
Oh, shit. I mean, have you guys watched him, man? Dustin May has been a starting pitcher for us all year. You know, I remember Victor Gonzalez being a starting pitcher with me in 2016. All of our guys have come up and thrown a lot of innings and got a lot of people out, and obviously Trinan's had a lot of success in some other places, and we're fortunate to have him. And then Kenley, I mean, Kenley's Kenley. So, you know, at the end of the day, you hand the ball off and you feel good about what's going to come out of there.
Thanks, Walker.
Thanks.